applause, everybody.
I could talk about weather today. I could talk about whether or not I want to talk about weather today. I choose not to. I do always like, it happens quite often, people at open mics will be like, hey, that sounds like a joke Jeff would say. Which just makes it sound like I steal everybody's jokes. But just the ones that don't go over well. I almost got stabbed today. I was trying to juggle knives. And some dude came out of the bush with a switchblade. Luckily, I was juggling knives. I talk about knives a lot on stage. Me and my cousin were playing, you know, five-finger fillet. Game where you, that one, you know that? Not very good at it, but the point is that my cousin's really good at it, especially now that he doesn't have any fingers. Jeff was talking about knives a little earlier. I was a gifted child growing up. Gifted right to the orphanage. Happy ending though, I was adopted by a couple that couldn't have kids. But then CPS took me back because it turns out, more specifically, they weren't allowed to have kids. Oh man. I went to an atypical high school. That's an atypical high school for you grammar fans out there. It was pretty similar to a regular high school, but there were a few minor differences that you would pick up on, you know? For example, in science class, when we would dissect frogs, we spent an extra 2 weeks learning how to stuff drugs in their body and sew them back together. It was also the only class they offered us. They also never really said it was a school, but in the end I graduated top of my class because they couldn't get me off the roof. Now I live in a house on a hill. So the Norrs, oh my gosh, I'm so drunk, how embarrassing. Let me start over. Now I live in a house on a hill. So the floors, that's what I was supposed to say the first time, naturally slant down at an angle, you know? So I have to keep the house at 15 degrees to level it out. Wasn't that worth starting over for? I start every morning with 2% milk, 98% cereal. I got one of those new skin-colored Band-Aids. It's clear. I went to a theme park. The theme was dog. I took a filmmaking course. They really emphasized the frame, you know, establishing a good frame, filling the frame, setting the frame. Turns out I took a frame making course by mistake. We've all been there. I was born in the wrong generation. I don't know about you. I didn't get any of this generational wealth you hear about. Put him back in, he's not done yet. I guess. I don't know how that works. Can you imagine just being put back inside your mom like he doesn't have wealth? I actually don't think about that. I don't like that at all. Oh, speaking of though, here's a joke I wrote while I was using the bathroom. Let's see if it has any legs. I've been trying to get better at acting. So I've started walking into my roommates having sex so I can pretend it was an accident. Oh my gosh! What? That's so sorry. What? Yeah, I feel I gotta do it a few more times. I never realized how much stuff I was missing until I went to a Lost and Found. It's a pretty cool hat. Now that you mention it, yeah, I did lose that. There's a wallet in there? Yeah, I did lose that. And I'll leave you with this. I do have a kid. Every now and then. Which is to say that I'm just kidding everybody. He's just jokes. Anyways, I've been Jeff Hobbs. Let's go back for a wrap up.